My name is Paul. I've chosen this year to do a motorcycle tour raising funds for Royal Marsden because my wife, who was a Senior Arts Psychotherapist here and used to work here, died here as well. I've been through the whole experience of losing someone through cancer, which is extremely emotional and very tough. It's my first time back here since she died almost 3 years ago. And the idea is to visit the 3 islands, which is the Isle of Wight, the Isle of Man, and Ireland, to raise as much money as possible, and also to promote what the Royal Marsden do. I'm convinced that people just think of the Royal Marsden as being 2 London hospitals, Sutton and Chelsea, full stop. And I want to stress the actual research work they do impacts on everyone in the UK and is also an international as well. I met Alison in September 1991 when I was out on a pub crawl. She was my wife for 31 years. So Alison works as a Senior Arts Psychotherapist out of Chelsea here and at Sutton. And in many ways, because she was involved in the environment specialising in cancer treatment, I know it helped her come to terms with the cancer that she was dealing with. So when she was initially diagnosed with the angiosarcoma of the breast, she was always very positive. We used to watch, when she went to work at the Royal Marsden, and she loved the job immensely, she would tell me about her experiences and how you bring your work home, because obviously she's working with patients who are dying. And we'd watch the adverts and we'd look at people getting a terminal illness diagnosis, and there was a detachment there because you never thought it was going to happen to you. And I'm one of a number of people who thought it would never happen to me. And when we went to a meeting here on the 8th of June in 2022, and we were told that she had terminal cancer, and it even makes me upset now, it was a wrecking ball that we never thought would have to come to terms with. In June 2021, she had a mastectomy and part reconstruction at Sutton. And the thought was that they had removed all the cancer and she was hopeful. So she eventually went back to work. And in between time, she had the regular scans, which cancer patients do. And the scans all came back clear. Eventually it was found that she had a hole in her spleen. Then in the second breath, they told us that the cancer had returned, which was a major, major blow. They couldn't have done more for her in terms of treating her, making sure, she got a regular chemotherapy and the blood's taken. So every week we'd come in for chemo, every week we'd come in for bloods. They kept her fully informed. And when eventually we took a small break to go to Palma, when she stopped chemo, and the hope was that it would restart, she became ill on holiday. Fortunately, we were able to finish the holiday. The Royal Marsden took her back in here straight away. And then within 12 days she died, but while she was here, they couldn't have done anything more for her. She was looked after, she was extremely happy with the treatment. They looked after me as well, they looked after my children as well, in terms of the well-being, because obviously they were getting upset. And eventually, towards the end, they assigned her a private room to give her the privacy that she needed, and also the privacy that we needed with her. So to lose someone that you love dearly, and to know that, you're coming back to the place where she died, it's all very emotional. It's a journey that I wanted to do because I'm prepared to do it for her and also for the Royal Marsden. I'm a keen motorcyclist. I've got a number of motorbikes. I came up with the idea of actually maybe getting a bike collaborator to loan me a bike. So I got in contact with Vines of Guildford through Mark Collins, and I pitched the story to him. Hence, he's loaned me a top-of-the-range GS 1300 trophy, which is a brilliant bike. It does the A roads and the B roads and the motorway. And although I'm, only a light person, a small person, it's a very easy bike to ride.
Yeah, this is a really good opportunity for Vines BMW to be involved in this charity. It's a charity that's really close to all of our hearts, and we couldn't think of a better person or a better charity to support.
So yeah, we're really excited to be raising money for Royal Marsden Cancer Charity. From supplying Paul with the bike to the decals actually on the bike, some of the roller banners that we'll have installed in the hospital and in our showroom, and helping Paul prepare with some of the social media bits. as well as some website exposure, and actually really just trying to get some awareness out there to raise as much money as possible.
When I'm with people, you don't think about the person you've lost. So for me, touring is the only way to actually get a holiday, but also I've now committed myself to actually raising money for cancer charities, namely now the Royal Marsden. And so for me, there's an ideal link. Alison worked here, she loves the job, and she'll be immensely happy. And it's just my inner strength really, because I know that, whether people believe it or not, I know that Alison will be with me every step of the way. It has happened to me, and I don't want anyone else to experience watching a loved one die in front of them. So it's the only thing to do. So having said all of that, please donate to the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity.